It was an 11th game unbeaten for Ipswich as they defeat in form Plymouth, but the playoffs still stay tantalisingly away. Welcome to the final whistle. Hello and welcome, Seb, straight from Ipswich 1, Plymouth 0. Was that a bit stressful at the end?
Yeah, it was a little bit. I mean, it was an absolutely great day, great performance, lovely weather, really superb performance from the team. But anytime you can see the last minute free kick or a corner and the goalkeeper starts going up, you start to worry, especially after last week. You start to think this is not destined to be. But no, they hang on. Really, really good performance. And yeah, it keeps it alive for another week, I guess, doesn't it?
It's the hope that kills you, Seb. I keep telling people on the podcast, stop looking at the league table. And then I'm a complete hypocrite. I do it myself. So first of all, we need to say Plymouth are very good. They've won 10 out of the last 12. Okay, they had a run of home games, but they won 6 in a row and kept 6 clean sheets as well. So this is a win over a very good side, isn't it?
Very much so. I mean, it was a really good game of football. Both sides came to try and win. I was a bit concerned before the game. Were they going to just keep us at arm's length? Because they didn't need the 3 points today. We can't catch them. They're too far ahead. I thought, are they going to hold us back a little bit? And the longer it stays at 0-0 or whatever, the crowd will start to get edgy and we might start to see some of their underhand tactics. But they came to play, to be fair, and they didn't really threaten much at all. It was a really, really good performance by us against a very good side. And we've finally broken that hoodoo of, beating a side in the top 6 in the league.
You say they didn't really create anything. So Plymouth, only Oxford had scored more. No shots on target, Seb.
Nothing. No, yeah, we had 3. I think I looked at the stats, 3 shots on target, but they had nothing at all. Walton was commanding in the box. He came out and grabbed the balls when he needed to and drops down and takes them. And yeah, we definitely kept them at arm's length. Wolfenden for me was my man of the match. I thought he was absolutely superb at the back. Danassian played well and Burgess had a really, really good battle with Ryan Hardy before he went off. But Wolfenden was superb. The way he read the game and stepped up and brought the ball out of play was excellent. And they just simply didn't threaten. We kept them at arm's length for the whole 90 minutes.
You've already mentioned Burgess, Seb. Just talk to me about the selection because it was Backinson and Morsy, but more specifically, Aluko, Celine and Norwood up top.
Yeah, we were all sat in the Greyhound beforehand, and the team news comes out. And
you in the Greyhound? Well, I never.
Yeah, in the Greyhound. I don't think any of us expected Norwood to start. He was the surprise package there. Aluko at home normally does very, very well. Excellent technical player who's become a real fan's favourite. Maybe a bit harsh on Chaplin to drop out of the side, but Norwood was the surprise because Bond looked really good last week when he came on against Oxford, didn't he? So I assumed that Bond would be leading the line, but Norwood did well. He put himself about and he created the goal for Morsy. He hustled and bustled and did what Norwood does very well. He probably should have scored, but he was definitely the surprise in the lineup, and the rest of the side at the moment picks itself, doesn't it? The back 3 is so settled. Burns and Thompson played well today. Burns obviously makes that right wing back his own, and Morsy, we heard yesterday from McKenna in the pre-match presser that Morsy was fit and good to go, and he played really well today. Not just the goal, the way he just drives the team up the pitch, and looks to break with the ball, and yeah, an excellent performance.
Joby McAnuff on Gillette was sort of saying Plymouth trying to play out and really impressed with how we managed to hem them in the first half. Do you think that's why Norwood was selected?
I think so, yeah. He was really putting himself about. He was looking to close them down. I was a bit worried, thinking how long is he going to last because he's not played a lot of football recently. But we've seen with McKenna, with Jackson in the side in recent weeks, he wants that lead striker to be pressing from the front and closing play down. And Norwood did it really, really well, to be fair.
Sammy Morsy was quoted as saying about 3-4 weeks ago that he'd been asked to get into the box more. I tried to pause it on the angle. This is one of those where about 10 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago, he's probably offside. But who's the runner goes down the right? I think it is Norwood, isn't it?
It's Norwood, yeah. Yeah, lovely ball over from Selena, and Norwood does really, really well. And it was a strange goal because I kind of thought where he is, Norwood's going to win the corner here, and we'll have a chance from there. But he does brilliantly to pull it back. And yeah, I think Morsy away at Fleetwood said he scored that goal 500 times in training or something. So he scored an exact replica today. It's that late run, isn't it, into the box where we cut the ball back and he just side-footed home. It was a well-deserved goal at the time because we were totally on top.
And James Wilson just goes to sleep, doesn't he? Morsy is obviously not interfering with play when Norwood runs into the sort of right hand channel. Where I need to see a side on from that one, I have to say. But Norwood certainly was onside, and then pretty clever movement actually from Morsy, and Wilson just loses in behind. Obviously, you mentioned it gets a bit nervy only with the 1-goal lead. West Burns had that big chance right at the end as well. How nervy was it? And you also mentioned as well Hardy going off. Obviously, we wish him well and hope he's back for Plymouth's sake. But that helped about 10 minutes from the end, didn't it? Their top scorer.
Yeah, massively, because obviously Jeff Cott's away on international duty as well. So he was having a decent battle with Burgess, and he got the better of him a couple of times. But when he went off, that was a big plus. The Burns chance, I'm right. That's where I sit in the cobbled, right in front of where he kind of picked the ball up, and he screams at Bond to leave it. And I guess, if you're going to scream at your teammate, then you've got to finish it. I don't know how he didn't score, but combine that miss with the keeper going up for that last minute free kick, and I'm thinking, oh no, it's going to be like Oxford again last week, but nothing came of it. Their delivery wasn't great all day from set pieces, so we pretty comfortably saw it out.
I'm going to put this up on the screen. You're probably not going to be able to see it, Seb, but this is obviously for our viewers. So
are we ninth by chance?
We're ninth, yeah. 64 points. Sheffield Wednesday did go behind, but they ended up winning 4-1 against Cheltenham. But I dare say I'll heed my own advice here. It's 35 points in 17 games under McKenna, which is just excellent. And I had a little look, and we'll go into this more on the full podcast tomorrow. Since McKenna took over, MK are over 2 points per game. Wigan are over 2 points per game. Rotherham are over 2 points per game. Plymouth were until today, and we were. So you can see why, despite such good form, just too far and running out of road does still look likely, doesn't it?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, the run of form is ridiculous, isn't it? When I do the research for the pre-match show, I look at the form table. It's always the same sides up there, and it's always just a solid W's with green on them. The form's crazy, but yeah, we can't ask for any more from McKenna. I thought it was a long shot when he came in to make the playoffs, and he's done absolutely outstandingly. 23,500 people there today, which is superb. Everyone's entertained, everyone's loving it, and next season could be really, really, really amazing.
Just a quick word, if there's any Plymouth fans watching, they've got 74 points. They'll do well to not finish in the playoffs now. Obviously, perhaps Wigan's games in hand might take them away up with Rotherham. So it looks like playoffs for Plymouth. How do you think they'll go?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they've got a really horrible run in. They've got to play Sunderland and Wigan and MK Dons and stuff. So they've still got a little bit of work to do. But yeah, I mean, they've got a chance. I guess that the injury to Hardy will determine that. If he's out long term, that's a big blow. It looked like a hamstring injury. But, if we can't be in there, we wish them well. They travelled well today. They were great for the Paul Mariner stuff. And they're a nice footballing side. So wish them well if they can finish in the playoffs.
Brilliant, Seb. Thanks for rushing up to your car straight after the game. Obviously, we're going to be back with the Blue Monday podcast tomorrow, and we'll go into a lot more detail. That is Seb and his instant reaction here. Please do hit the like button if you enjoyed the show, and join us tomorrow for the full Blue Monday podcast. It was Ipswich 1, Plymouth 0.